Hey everyone, my name is Mavis. For those of you that don't know me, um, I have another teaching that I would like to share with everyone because I believe it's important. My spirit, these teachings have been taught to me by my spirit guides. So I just want to really pass on some of the information because I believe it can help everyone. So the teaching that I'm going to talk about is known as energy exchange. And this happens when someone is not in a neutral energy. When a conversation is being taken place where um, you're sharing your energy with someone and they are sharing an experience with you, whether it be a good experience or a bad experience. So, when somebody's sharing a good experience with you, you're sharing a vibrational frequency. So, this means that the person that's sharing a positive event in their life, really happy, is actually bringing your vibration up to match theirs. And the same thing can happen when you are having a conversation with somebody that's really upset. So, what can happen is when you're having a conversation and you're sharing, and this can be personal, like you sharing a conversation with somebody or somebody sharing a conversation with you, it happens both times. So, you are energetically responsible for your own energy. Like you are responsible for your own energy. You can learn how to change your energy to a more positive or negative outlook on life. It's really up to you to take accountability for your energy. In saying that, this is important information for everyone, no matter where you're at in life. When you are sharing a conversation with somebody that is hurtful, fearful, angry, or frustrated, you end up projecting that energy out. So, and nobody means to do this. Nobody means to do this when they're having a conversation with somebody, especially if it's very heavy, because we all need to communicate. Like it makes us feel connected. So we don't intentionally do these things. And that being said, these are the teachings. When you're having a conversation like that and you're not aware personally or the other person's not aware of the energy exchange that happens during a conversation, they can take on feeling the way you feel or felt in that conversation. They can take that on to themselves. That energy kind of sits on them. And it gets sticky and heavy. So you can walk into a conversation and feel totally happy and like you've had a good day, and then you run into somebody and you talk to them and they may not have the best day. They might have been in a very bad mood or had something bad happen to them that day, and by the end of the conversation you say your goodbyes, your best wishes for each other, and then you feel like crap. You're like, hey, what happened? I was in such a good mood. This is what happens. So, there's ways to protect yourself energetically that my guides have taught me during my healing journey. And that is, as you're having a conversation, you become aware of this feeling on you. You start feeling, oh, this is really heavy. And kind of feels like I'm taking on that energy. That's for people that are aware. Like, not all of us are aware. So people that are aware can say in their mind, because it's not very nice to say like, hey, I don't accept this. You say it in your mind. You block that energy from attaching to you. You say like, I don't accept this energy into me. And that's all you have to say. And it's like an energetic boundary that comes up where you're fully immersed in the conversation, but you're not taking on what they're saying energetically as your own feelings. It's a lot like an empathic way of communicating. Each and every one of us have an empathic ability to pick up on people's energy and really walk away with their energy as well. That's what an energy exchange is. It's kind of hardwired into us. So ways to help yourself if you catch yourself in the exchange. If you have done a lot of work and have become really self-aware of your own energy and other people's energy when you're in a conversation with them, you can kind of gently sway the conversation away from, the more negative side to it, and kind of intentionally, with your intentions, to sway it to a more positive outlook on the situation, if you have experience in that. If not, and you're just, fully taking in the conversation and genuinely just want to sit there and really be an ear for a person to talk about what they're going through and not want to take on that energy for yourself, there's ways of dealing with that energy afterwards. Say even if you haven't become aware of this, but you leave the conversation, you feel heavy and like, oh man, why am I so tired? I'm drained. Ways to help yourself is to smudge. Smudging can help clear energy off of you and really raise your vibration back to where it was intentionally. You can also brush the energy off. I know cedar brushing, or even if you don't have any of that, just use your hands. Brush the energy off. Clear the energy off of your body. Other ways is, and one of my favorites is to breathe. So I'm really big on the breath. So transmuting energy that way. And saying an affirmation. And you can use any affirmation as long as you're using the intention behind it. So saying, I release any of the energy that does not belong to me. And you breathe in, you breathe out, and you push it back into Mother Earth. And with the intention that is brought back to you as love and light, with, healed energy. So an analogy for this when it happens is for energy transfer. It is, now I'm going to say something that, I was having a conversation with my husband, and this is what he told me, what he shared with me, and I thought it was quite good. They said it's like turning sugar into cotton candy. Sugar can be laying on the floor, sticky, and attracting ants. Nobody likes that. But when you take sugar and you put it into a cotton candy machine, the sugar turns into cotton candy and is something that everyone likes. So taking the sticky stuff and turning it into something positive that everyone likes. That is what we call like transmuting energy. Now, examples of a conversation or a situation that you may deal with this kind of energy transfer is say someone comes up to you all pissed off and in your face, accusing you of their assumptions, but really kind of not removing yourself, but sitting back. And as they're, coming at you, and I know this is a hard thing to do, but it will be like a practice thing that everyone will have to, learn if they really want to take their energy back, control of their energy, is you really have to analyze situations. And when you sit back and you realize what's going on, when they're coming at you and they're accusing you and they're pushing all this energy towards you, it really has nothing to do with you and everything to do with how they see life in that moment. So people tell on themselves, basically. We reflect how we see the world in that moment out on others. So what my guides have really taught me in situations like this, now I've dealt with many of these situations, so I really have first-hand account on how well this works, is looking at the situation with compassion and genuinely feeling sorry for the other person that's coming at you, because they're obviously going through something that you don't understand, that they're not willing to say, and which has brought them to where they're at energetically, coming at you. You're kind of like a soundboard that they can really like blow all that energy onto and take it out on you, instead of dealing with their own emotions and feelings at that time. And very well unknowingly doing this. It's all about reaction. And when you look at things with compassion, you prevent the exchange from continuing. So you break that cycle in that conversation. So you don't, when you look at things with compassion, you don't reflect it onto another conversation that you're having with somebody else, and like the cycle that can continue. Which inevitably, right there, you've transmuted that energy. So I really hope this made sense to you. If you like this kind of information, please let me know. And I'd really be interested in what other kind of videos people would like to see. So thank you for watching, and I'm sending all my love to you and hope that you get through whatever you're experiencing, and know that you're loved and you're not alone. All right, see ya.